Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Ron in Tokyo, and we're just updating you with the news. And thank you for joining me. I'm here in Tokyo reporting the news, and I just want to share the screen with you so you can see what's going on.
In Ukraine, the impact of the Russian invasion unavoidable. Not so in Russia. Access to foreign media cut off, the Kremlin tightly controlling how Russians see this conflict. But as the war over information continues, Russia's own soldiers now purportedly used to change how this war is seen at home. This unverified video shows a captured Russian soldier calling home. Everything that they say on TV is a lie, he says. Combating the official narrative at home, this soldier speaks to his mother, saying before the invasion, life was peaceful here. These videos allegedly put out by the Ukrainian government, the website that hosts them now blocked in Russia. Independent journalists in the country off the air too.
It's not possible to get information now. It's closed. It's like in years, huh?
On Russian TV, a convoy of support for the invasion. That's what the Zs on those vehicles stand for, mirroring what's seen painted on Russian tanks in Ukraine. The same symbol seen here on this Russian gymnast. The athlete to his right is from Ukraine. From outside Russia, an attempt to change the way people there see the conflict. Hackers claim to have hijacked Russian TV broadcasting video from Ukraine. Still, experts say most Russians support the invasion.
In public image and public imagination, Ukraine, again, as I said, is not fully a state. It's just a debris, it's kind of a residue of the Soviet empire, of the Soviet Union.
There are Russians who oppose the invasion. Thousands of anti-war protesters were arrested just this weekend, but not nearly enough to have any real chance of stopping. Aaron Collins, CBC News, Calgary.
That was some of the news that we can see here, and pressing ahead, the biggest news recently was the Mariupol bombing that took place, and it was a hospital that was in the country of the Ukraine, and it was a maternity hospital. So this seems to be a big problem. I'm not sure if it's a turning point, but what is going to be big news is a lot of places are going to be returning without the mask in their countries. So namely the US and Canada are going to start trying to lift the restrictions for masks. So it's a little bit difficult right now to see how it's going to affect the coverage of the war, because people are going to be focused on things domestically. So it's going to be a little bit tough to see how things are going to go. And this was a story we were following in Russia, on Russia from the CBC, and with the title here, with Russia pressing on and Ukraine digging in, how will Putin actually end the war? So possibly some concessions by Zelensky to what Putin wants. And one of the chief ones was Zelensky not to join with Ukraine, NATO. Initially, he wanted him to resign. And of course, with the Russia advance, they're saying no to that. So that's going to be a big stumbling block to see if some points that Russia wants and what Ukraine will give. But with two other main things happening, the Mariupol bombing of the hospital, as you can see in the background, some of the debris you can still see in the buildings, some of them are still standing, and Chernobyl being turned off. I'm not sure exactly what's the strategy for that. If you have kind of like nuclear fission radiation that could leak, you do not want to turn that off. It doesn't benefit anyone, and for years people have suffered from that. So This is Ron here in Tokyo, just bringing you the latest news. Masks will be coming off in the next few weeks in North American cities, and how it will affect the coverage of the war. And some of the war is not covered from the West in Russia. Russia controls its state media, how people see the news. So people might be getting a different view of what's going on in the war. The narrative is being controlled from Russia. This is Ron in Tokyo. Let us know your thoughts on this war, when it will end, and what we can do about it. Thank you very much. Have a great day.